Well, what was the thing that, like, it was Tuesday or something, we started talking about? I was like, stop! We must talk about this on the podcast.
God.
Oh, it was.
And I was like, someone write it down.
No, it was the fact that they're producing technology to see how many people are in a room and sell tickets to at-home movie release.
Ah, the new venue.
Yeah, the venue thing,
right?
Yeah.
That was an interesting idea, right? Like, who was it that was making that, Eric? Do you remember?
Who was what?
I think it was you who brought it up.
Yeah, so Venue is a new streaming platform that it's actually a device. You put it in your home, and it will actually look at and detect how many people are watching said device. So let's say it's just you. You're on your couch. You buy a ticket for the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie. It charges you one ticket, even though that comes with a subscription. Just go with me. But if there's 2 people there, it charges you the price of 2 tickets. If there's 14 people there, it charges you the price of 14 tickets.
Yeah.
Now, what if you cover up your camera?
Yeah. So
there's nobody in the room.
Well, yeah.
No,
it would probably pause the movie, right?
I don't know how it works, yeah, but it's an interesting idea. Like, I get
remember-
what they're going for because it's the idea like Disney has, right? Like, well, how do we sell this movie that we made for theaters, but now we're doing it in homes?
How do we get as many people
How do you measure how many people
charged?
are watching it? You don't want to. People complain about like, well, it's just me at home. I don't want to
Yeah.
pay $30 because this would only cost me $10 at the movie theater or something, right?
Yeah.
True.
But I got to pay $30.
Well, it's
And,
the
I mean,
kind of
this is
balance
us.
that they tried to do when charging, like, a family, like, $35 for one viewing. And that kind of covers, how many tickets, how many kids, and concessions and stuff like that. That's probably how much money they would make on average.
Also, like, I just have to grant that this thing isn't, video recording and listening for advertising stuff and, taking information stuff, which it undoubtedly would. That's how they make their money. But granting it doesn't do that, I still think it's just a stupid idea,
Yeah, I
Who's
remember
gonna
back,
buy that? No one.
Like when Kinect was first coming out, Microsoft trademarked or copyrighted like a similar sort of technology.
Yeah.
So like the idea has been around for a long time.
Gotcha.
But
But
yeah, I
It
don't know.
seems very insidious.
It's
But I mean, the thing I brought up is like, okay, what if I often will be watching something and Jancy is on her phone on the couch beside me. Do I get charged twice? She's not watching it. She's just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. You think that she's watched Star Wars 30 times in a row? No, she's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Does she get charged? Can I trick it and say no? She's not looking at it. And Jancy at one point looks up, huh? What is it? And now we suddenly get charged?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Like I said too, like if it's like for a movie theater, if she goes with you to the movie theater, even though she didn't care about the movie,
Yeah.
you still got to buy the ticket and stuff too. I imagine this is only going to be a big deal for like, they're looking at it for like live showings or like brand new theatrical kind of releases or something like that. Like you could do a virtual concert, right?
yeah.
Like they've been doing some virtual concerts and stuff. That's been a thing with like Pokemon did one, Fortnite's been doing them, where it's like a performance and stuff. But you could have that where it's like, hey, come to the concert, you watch it virtually, you pay for everyone who's watching the concert. It's not something where it's like you watching Star Wars on Disney Plus, you just have it on. It's not like it's a live show right now that just went to theaters or anything where it's like limited.
Yeah, I mean, like,
So
is it better?
like I don't imagine she's doing that her first time watching Star Wars.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know.
But then I come back with this. You're a conjointed twin. Okay? You literally can't not be there. One person really wants to watch something. The other person doesn't want to watch it. Now, even aside from the venue thing, going to the theater, do you think that you can go and be like, hey, only they are going to watch it. The other person has headphones and is not going to
And
watch
like a
it 'cause they
blindfold.
don't, they hate Tom Cruise or something.
Fucking
But
idiots,
this other person likes Tom Cruise. Do they only get charged one, or do they have to pay 2?
Now the thing about that
What?
is
If
that
you go to the
there's
theater?
a limited number of
If we go to
physical
the theater and
space,
Calvin isn't like
right?
Tom Cruise, he still has to pay to watch Tom Cruise, right?
But what if he's
And I
stuck
hate
to
it.
me?
I hate that I have to
That's
say
what
it.
I'm saying.
But
We're
he's not.
conjoined. No, but if give me the theory.
So I gotta give you that he hates Tom
conjoined,
Cruise and he's stuck to you.
He doesn't want to see the movie, but he's gracious enough for me to take our body to go see Tom Cruise.
Maybe what if you gotta put him like in a tent?
That's what I said. Headphones and maybe like horse blinders or something.
Okay, but only 2 trays of nachos.
I feel like as long as
Yeah, our butt's getting too fat.
Yeah.
as long as you take one seat,
Yeah.
I feel like you get charged once.
I mean, they're conjoined twins that like they have 2 butts.
If that's the case and it's 2 seats, then I think you would get charged 2 seats.
There's also conjoined twins that
I think it's
start
discrimination.
at the torso.
That's like an airplane,
I think
right?
I would be rich because I'm going to sue these people.
That would be like airplanes. Like
Get
if
all
you
the
have to take
popcorn.
up 2 seats in an airplane, then
Yeah.
you have to pay for 2 seats.
Has there ever been a
look it up.
like someone is so fat for a movie theater that they have to buy 2 tickets?
I wouldn't
Well,
imagine
Does that only
I
happen
don't-
on planes?
I haven't heard of that one so much as I have like planes.
On planes, yeah.
Where
Well,
it's like
the thing about movie theaters is you can take your wheelchair and park it in front of the front row, and that's a spot big enough for however big you are.
Sure.
On airplanes, they have a set size for a seat.
Man, I just typed in Google, do conjoined twins, and then just let the autofill go in, and then just some dark stuff people are searching for.
I'm curious now.
Do they share thoughts?
Vesper asked a good question. If you had to be conjoined to a member of the crew, who would you pick?
Not Rick.
Damn it.
Well, no, I would be Rick, because I think I have a pretty good sense of time and direction,
He's married to my sister.
so he'd never be lost again. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
I don't know. I don't know which one of you I'd pick. I'm not sure.
Ooh,
There's
do
positives and negatives.
conjoined-
I would
both.
probably pick you, just because I would try and help even out your bitter side.
See, now I'm
I would make
thinking-
you
That-
pet Obi.
That was a
occasionally.
conversation that Rick and I had one time where it's like, Aaron, we need to work and help each other. Where like, you help make me mad more, and I'll help make you mad less. I was like, maybe if we're conjoined, maybe that's what happens. Maybe we can like balance out that kind of side of things, you know?
I wouldn't want Eric because he smokes.
Haha. We gotta share our
sense.
lungs. They must be safe.
I don't have to share lungs.
Rick, well,
You don't think that I wouldn't just not smoke? I'm that inconsiderate.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? Aaron
Do
also
conjoined
hates
twins
spoons.
pay taxes?
Like individually or like?
Yeah, interesting. They are literally dependent, but on each other.
Do they have 2 social security numbers?
I don't know. They have to, right? I don't
Which
know.
one's
We need to
head
get
of
someone on the
household?
podcast.
This isn't offensive talking about this, is it?
I hope not.
I don't know.
Okay.
Dude, there are some different questions on here though.
Okay, sorry. Venue. No.
Venue bad.
Venue bad.
IMO.
There's definitely some things they could do differently. I don't know. What? I don't know where they're going with it.
Well,
see.
yeah. Like, my knee-jerk reaction is it's bad. But, like, if they charge $30 for Mulan, or they charge $10 per person for Mulan, like, that could be better for the consumer.
It could
Yeah.
be better for the consumer from a price for entertainment standpoint, but I don't like how they keep trying to put microphones and cameras in your house.
You already
and-
carry one with you all over the place.
I know,
Calvin. There's
but
no.
they want it everywhere. They want to listen to your kids when you're not at home. I don't know. It gives me a dirty feel.
My kids have tablets. They're already listening to them if they're listening to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's my thing. It's like people are like, they're chipping us. And how many people carry a cell phone around
I'm
with
not
them
saying they're
everywhere they
chipping
go?
us,
You know,
but-
like that kind of thing is like, well, they're all. If anyone's listening to me and I'm talking about needing new toilet paper, and then I hop on Facebook and the first ad I see is buy this toilet paper, brand new, made of cotton, or whatever they make it out of. You know, like
You ever bought toilet paper online?
no.
Neither.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just like you ever had that happen where like you're talking about something or you're doing whatever, and then all of a sudden the next ad you see is exactly what you were just like talking
Yeah.
about or
Yeah.
something. I was like, what the hell?
Did you see Vizio right here?
Ah, I do. So I mean, the spying aspect of things, like I've already got webcam on my computer. I got that stuff all over the place already. If they're spying
Yeah.
on me, they're seeing things that they don't want to see anyway.
You ever
so.
see that picture of Mark Zuckerberg with his laptop, and he just has like a piece of tape over his camera? People are like, "What you got that for?" He's like, "People, because I know people look." Jesus, okay. Well, if anyone knows, I suppose it's him.
It's probably Mark Zuckerberg, the
Yeah.
guy who's making Facebook, who's looking at people so he can sell ads. So, but I don't know. I at least like the idea that they're trying to find a solution, if that's what it's supposed to be for, is someone wanting to watch this movie not having to pay for a family to go watch the movie. You know,
Yeah.
like if it's just Eric at home and you wanted to watch Mulan or
Yeah.
whatever it is, instead of paying $30 for you could pay $8 or something. You know, like something along those lines.
If a conjoined twin
Oh, what? I thought we passed
kills
this.
someone and is sentenced to jail, does the other one have to go?
How would it not?
But that's not fair.
Why didn't they stop them? They are complicit.
They're an accomplice.
They are.
You're right. No, that's not true.
Well, they didn't stop them. Why didn't they stop him?
They could have
They
tried.
couldn't see.
Because he held him at gunpoint.
They had the gun behind their back.
Did the other twin hold the other twin at gunpoint? We're gonna go kill this guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the justice system is ready for this. I'm just saying. What do you think?
I mean, we need to
What
ask.
if they had the death sentence?
We need to ask Legal Eagle.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the only way to be sure.
Maybe.
I'm sorry that it came to me and I was like, I have to.
Maybe
know.
they like knocked him out, right? They.
Yeah.
And then they're just carrying them around, and then they're just.
Yeah.
And then they left.
Yeah.
And then like now they're tried, and they're like, I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Like that's not fair.
Well, can you? I mean, what happens if he gets the death penalty? And the other one's like, I didn't do it. What did it do?
It's not good.
That'd be awful. I don't know what the solution is there. You know, I guess life in prison.
They don't automatically, like one of them will eventually pass away before the other, right?
I don't think they
would've-
die together.
I mean,
Yeah.
depends how.
Well, I guess like how are their organs, right?
Yeah,
don't know.
it depends how interlaced their
Yeah. Like
organs and stuff
if
are.
one has a heart attack and they only have one heart, then yeah, I guess they both die, right? But what if one has a heart attack and they have two hearts? Can the one heart sustain two?
I feel like no matter how it happens, it is incredibly tragic.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
The jail one is more fun.
Then the heart attack one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm just saying, like either way, it's bullshit. Like I have to go to jail. I didn't do anything, you know, or like.
So like you're conjoined with Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin kills somebody, and you're like, I didn't do it. But what were
Yeah.
you doing when he killed someone?
Exactly. But I mean, that doesn't mean he's responsible.
Yeah, like if I'm.
But if you were just
What if one controls like the legs and one arm, and the other one controls one arm? He's trying to stop it, but this one can move, and then he gets the shot off. But like that guy doesn't deserve to go to jail.
because he was trying to stop him?
But on the flip side, that doesn't mean you just get out of free jail card because you got a conjoined twin. You just go on a murder spree and they can't do anything about it. You know?
Yeah,
This is
diplomatic
a
immunity.
paradox. Yeah, Legal Eagle we need to contact him.
We need to. This is the subject that we're going to do a collab with Legal Eagle
that'd be
on.
great.
Well, my work is we need to make a movie, and then Legal Eagle needs to watch it and talk about like what happened.
Yeah, that's what we need
if it's
to do.
accurate or not. I just don't
What
know.
if one they had different tax IDs because they paid taxes? One of them commits tax fraud, has to go to jail. The other one didn't know. He wasn't looking at his paper. You know?
He wasn't looking at his
Yeah,
papers.
completely not
Was
completely.
he
doesn't
looking
cheat.
at the other
Yeah.
his own paper?
Yeah, no, the other's paper.
Well, that just goes down to do they share like
I looked it up.
like a
They
tax
have
ID?
different- depending on, but the one example they had here, they had two different tax IDs, different driver's licenses, all that stuff.
All that stuff. So they can
That's-
each drive.
Wait, what if one is intoxicated?
Are they
Wait,
both?
he was drinking.
Are they both intoxicated though?
I mean,
They probably
it
would be,
depends
right?
on how their like bloodstream and everything is connected and everything.
Ooh, that's a good question. If they're going to college, how much?
Which one gets the degree?
How much do they pay? And is
Oh,
there more than
no.
one degree?
Yeah.
That seems like double jeopardy.
If they go to Subway, do they get 2 6 inches or 1 foot long?
I think
Holy
all
shit,
of this.
I don't know.
I think all of this depends on if they're like if their blood systems are connected, if
Oh,
their
what the
stomach
fuck?
systems are connected. Like if one can eat while the other one is doing homework and like gets full, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Well, going back to the original topic of like people watching have to buy tickets for, I do have a thing here saying Warner Media plans to make its biggest movie theatrical exclusives again in 2022.
It's not unwelcome. I had fun watching King Kong or Godzilla vs. Kong.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So they're gonna do more exclusives in 2022.
Plan to make its biggest movies theatrical exclusives again in 2022. So
I
Harry Potter Monsterverse will
completely-
play exclusively in theaters for 45 days before moving to a service like HBO Max.
45 days. All right, I completely misunderstood.
Yeah. I
Um,
thought it was the other way
Well,
around.
when he said that and then you said that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to know what
I
he
was
said
still
again.
thinking about the joints.
Yeah, I know that. It's like, well, how many
You
of them get to go to the
confused me, Eric.
theaters and what works?
Confuse me.
All right, so they'll do for a month and a half. It's here, and then it comes to HBO Max.
Yeah.
So then it turns into like, I don't know. I guess that's okay if that's what they want to do. This year they're still sticking with what they're doing, I guess. But 2022 they're going to change it.
It says 2022 in the article, yeah.
So we still get Mortal Kombat's going to be at launch. I mean, a lot of this is just them trying to figure out, one, what's going on with the pandemic stuff, right? What restrictions are in place and what they can work around and all that, which I know some places have been lifting more and more things, and there's also been more and more vaccines going out now, so maybe that's part of the reason why, is they're looking towards that. But
I mean, I think
Oh, that was part of my week last week too. I went and got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine Thursday night, which it was incredibly efficient. Like, it was drive-through. I didn't
Yeah.
even get out of my car. I was there 20 minutes, and 15 of those minutes was just waiting until after I'd gotten the shot to make sure I didn't have any like symptoms or anything for 15 minutes.
Allergic effects and
Yeah,
stuff.
it was amazing. And I didn't like have any side effects or anything. I just got incredibly tired. Like, I pretty much slept the entire weekend.
That's a side
Yeah.
effect.
I suppose so, but I didn't feel sick or anything
Exhaustion.
like that. Yeah.
could also
So.
be in part to do with this strenuous Star Wars studying.
You know, it could be that.
nah.
Could be that. I had some strenuous nights. There are some questions that I just like look at, and it really feels like the ramblings of a madman. You know, it's real bad. But I hope I know them.
Hopefully.
Yep. All right. So what else we got?
Well,
Any more questions?
oh, there are more questions.
There are lots of questions. I've been looking through. Sometimes I'm like back and forth. I'm like, should this be something mentioned now if it's relevant, or is it something that should be mentioned later?
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone ever answer who they'd be conjoined to? Did we go through all that? I'll go with Rick. Just pick Rick.
All
Dang
right.
it! That means the three of us are conjoined.
That's not how it works. In
Are
your
you
world,
are you on one end or are you in the middle?
fucking, I'll go the middle.
Dang
Yeah.
it!
We'll be like the Three Stooges. Like, knock.
You have
Aaron
to
and
go
I
through
Wait,
the
do I get
sideways.
arms if I'm in the middle?
No.
Like,
We have to. Dang it! We have to feed you. But that also means we can give you like inoculations and shit, and you can't do anything about it.
how many tummies do we have?
Oh wait, if we have
many
the
what?
arms, does
Like, do
he
we
have
have
the
one
legs?
tummy or multiple tummies?
Multiple tummies.
All right. I'm going to choose Rick.
I feel like if it-
Think of it as if like you are two separate people. You just are stuck together.
Sure.
Yeah.
If Aaron and I can get through Cuphead and Contra Shattered Soldier together, I think we can get through
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
together.
Rick was choking to death during that.
I was going to die.
Man, I can't wait for more Cuphead to come out.
Dude, you could do like team Smash tournaments. Just go around. Like, you'd be so good because you're just always there together. You know.
It's true.
Like, one of us is watching. Man, I'm just trying to think of how things work.
You know what'd suck if I was stuck to someone and they're on this side. I can't hear
And you're
them
still deaf?
ever. Yeah, I'm still deaf.
Yeah, but at least they
I'm
would
deaf
be
and
able.
conjoined. But yeah, like, I'd
at
never
least
be able
they
to
would
hear
be
them.
able to sense audio from that side
See,
and warn you maybe.
I was removing that aspect from you having to be conjoined, right? Like, that was like, in this illusion, we'll remove that. But I don't know. If we're going to do that, maybe I'll choose Eric and be on his right side.
Yeah.
That will be fun. Right, Eric?
You would just torture him your entire life.
I might kill you. Just have dead weight.
Could you imagine me
More
trying to,
than I
like,
have already.
imagine me trying to, like, how I always, like, go through and, like, try to hide and
Yeah.
scare you,
Yep.
but we're conjoined, but I'm
Yeah.
still trying to do
I
it.
wake up and you're just gone. But there's a box beside me.
Surprise!
Keep slapping away the ketchup from my hot dog.
Yes, don't eat that, Eric. No. No, you can have it. Ketchup. It's okay.